Happy Tuesday, everybody. So, I am live and I'm going to share this super duper fast, but I wanted to hop in here and just be excited, have a fantastic day, really speak about something that's been on my heart lately and something that's really been, I don't know, I feel like this is something that a lot of people are going to listen to and make a decision. And ultimately, all of my videos are meant to really make you take action and hopefully give you some sort of insight into how you can actually change your life. So overall, many of you probably know that I have always had a little bit of an obsession, or more recently I think the obsession has come with unicorns. And I will be that weirdo. I don't care if I'm 34 going on 35 and you think that it's childish to talk about unicorns and you think, well, unicorns aren't real and blah, 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 blah. I'm going to tell you you're a horse and you just need to move on. This video may or may not make you very happy, and actually I don't really care, because the point behind this video is to really speak to the people who are like me, the people who are going to change the world, the people who are ready to really take something on and make something out of their life instead of living mundane, boring, by the book life. Because life goes by so quick. So much happens to us every single day, and we have absolute control and power over how we make that look, the picture that we paint. But you have to understand, you live it in either the horse aspect or the unicorn aspect. And I have a feeling there are a lot of people who are truly unicorns that maybe tend to, rely a little bit too much in the horse area and are scared a little bit to dabble in their unicornness. But hashtag unicorn truth, you guys can rock your life, okay? So I'm going to talk a little bit about what a horse is and then what a unicorn is. And I have 3 points with each, combating both, right? So a horse, if you think about it, beautiful creature, right? Fantastic, majestic, has a lot of strength, has a lot of power, has a lot of purpose, but tends to follow what they are told, tends to, not have a lot of independence, right? Maybe this is just me being naive and believing that unicorns are better, but that's just my opinion. They're pretty, and I want to understand more about your greatness so that you can take on a different position in the world. So a horse, in terms of human beings, in terms of this entire topic, is a person that follows others, okay? So consider this in the idea that maybe you spend a lot of your time on your phone scrolling through Facebook, and don't get me wrong, I have my horse tendencies. So don't think that just because I'm saying horses are this and that and whatever, that I'm some sort of magical unicorn. I have my moments where I'm a magical unicorn, but it's not 100%. And this is the point. I want you to really just decipher that little switch that can change your life a lot into being a magical thing, okay? So you spend your time following others on your phone. You're constantly on your phone. You're on Facebook. You're on Instagram. Maybe you follow Snapchat. Maybe you watch all the stories, or you're really into reality TV and you love being a voyeur. You love looking behind the scenes at people's lives, but you never share anything about your own. That's a horse. Now, a unicorn, on the other hand, in the same respect, is going to be a person who knows who they are. They're the person who's making a splash. They're the person who's sharing their life. They're the person who gains a following. So you are following unicorns, okay? Mind blown, right? The second thing, a horse doesn't necessarily know how to get from point A to point B without being told. Everything that they are fed by the news, the media, social media, their friends on Facebook, magazines, whatever it might be, pop culture in general, trains us with what's cool, what's popular, blah, 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 right? Maybe you think, well, I'm following you, me, and you're telling me what to do. Truth. Unicorn truth. Absolutely. Here's my point behind this video. You have the power to go create a fucking fantastic life. So you can do it. That's the whole idea. So when you are in the horse mentality, you have a lack mentality, meaning you come from a place of scarcity. You constantly are wondering and not sure of yourself and all of these things. This is a very natural place to come from. It's a lot of programming that happens to a lot of us, okay? Shift this to a unicorn. A unicorn in this instance is the hero in their story. So instead of being a mere participant in their life, they are the hero in their story. They make shit happen, right? I hear a lot from people. I want to get healthier. I wish I could lose weight. I want to remove my medication. I want to do all these things. Guess what? Today marks week 108. 108 weeks ago, I stopped taking rheumatoid arthritis medications. I stopped taking steroids. I stopped taking anti-malaria meds. And I became free. It's a big deal to me to shout that from the rooftops and share it at every instance because it changes lives. It makes people who follow me think, well, what could I do? If she did that, what could I do? Unicorns are the ones that spark inspiration in other people. Horses get inspired and turn into unicorns when they take action. Okay, so you are not far. If you are a horse and you're doing Shy Guy right now and you're not telling me who you are, you're not commenting, you're not showing love, that's the thing. Horses are going to stay silent. They're going to hide behind their screen. They're going to listen to everything I say. They're going to maybe like it, maybe not like it, maybe feel jealous, maybe feel envy, maybe be excited about what it is I'm sharing, maybe be angry about what it is I'm sharing, but they're never going to say boo. Unicorns, on the other hand, are going to stand up for themselves and they're going to say something. They're going to say, hey. They're going to, do a shout out. They're going to take action if they don't agree with what I'm saying. So I want to see who the unicorns are on this video because I have a feeling there are some, but you have to grow into that place, right? So the third thing, a horse. Now, this is huge, and this is such a big part of our life, our society in general, our programming as human beings, especially in the American culture. A horse uses fear as a crutch, coming from a place of negativity. Now, you can still claim to be a positive person and be a fearful person. I don't think there's anything wrong with actually finding things scary or feeling uncomfortable in different situations. That's normal. That's a human nature thing. Everyone feels that. So that is universal. It does not matter if you are a horse or a unicorn. It doesn't matter. What is wrong with that is allowing that to stop you. Keeping you dead in your tracks. Like you will not move from that. You think, well, my bank account only has this amount of money. I cannot invest in myself. I don't have any time and my kids are so crazy and they have all these activities. There's no way I could do 30 minutes of exercise every day. What? Really? I don't get it. I guess I don't understand how you aren't important. Why is it okay to follow other people who are doing, and that's the thing. How much time are you spending on this? Scrolling, right? Being a horse. So you approach life in a negative tone, a lack. It's called scarcity. It's a real thing. And when we start to become clear about it or aware, we realize how much there really is abundance all around us, right? There's a lot of positivity around us. There's a lot of great things that happen every single day. If you live in the same town I live in, it was a beautiful day today. The sun was shining. We have not had a crazy blizzard snow yet. Like, there are so many things to be grateful for. But a lot of you, and myself included, I'm not going to say that I'm exempt on this, but I am moving past it. And it's a daily practice every single morning to find some sort of gratitude in my life right now. Even if it is just gratitude for the fact that I have this pillow, or gratitude that I have clean drinking water, gratitude that I get to make my coffee in the morning. Like, it doesn't have to be anything huge or brilliant. You don't have to have $1 million to be grateful, right? You need to be grateful for the very, very most simple things, okay? So a unicorn, then, if a horse approaches things with fear and negativity, a unicorn obviously is going to be opposite of that. So what do we have? Positivity, but you really approach life with love. The opposite of fear is love. And I've been dabbling a lot in certain books that are teaching me more about, the universe and what it does for us and all of these amazing things that are happening all around us if we just ask for it. And the biggest lesson is to stop worrying about fear, to stop approaching your life and everything that you could ever possibly want in your life through the idea of fear, and really starting to own the idea of love. And it's tough. I'm going to tell you, it's been a practice. It's been something that I've been trying to put into play for probably the past couple months solid, just really focusing on it internally for myself. You always have to start with yourself. So if you're thinking this is like, I'm being so negative towards everybody, I'm gonna start being nice to people, and that's gonna make me a unicorn. But you're still telling yourself you're ugly, or you're still telling yourself you're fat, or you're still saying you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not rich enough, you have gross teeth, whatever it is. Start with yourself. Whatever you tell yourself, that is the most vital message you will ever speak into this world, to yourself. Because you can go about your life and you can be friendly. You can be as positive and smiley and cheerful and, act like you're Snow White out in public. But if you are being a horrible hag to yourself every single day, all day long, internally, really, really sucking the life out of your soul, your life is so just, so drained. And the amount of, energy that you put into hating yourself is so easily shifted if you can just start to show yourself some grace. Allow yourself to have some patience with yourself. And give yourself the opportunity to make mistakes, to fail a little bit, to fall, to stumble. And once you start doing that, you start to gain a lot of confidence. You start to believe what you're telling yourself. Even if at first you tell yourself, I love you. You are so beautiful. You are so smart. You are so strong. You have plenty of money. Whatever your issue is, right? You switch it. You make it a positive affirmation statement. I am successful, right? Whatever it is. Even if at first it is a lie. You know deep down in your heart, nope, I'm not successful. I am making minimum wage and I have a bottom dweller job that I hate. That is not success. Okay, fine. That's all right. But you've got to start telling yourself better things. You have to start speaking affirmations of positivity into your life in order for your life to change. You are always going to stay in a bad place mentality if you don't switch from negative to positive, from fear to love for yourself. You're number one. There's a reason we are number one. Individual, you are number one. It's okay to know that you are responsible for other human beings, right? Perhaps you are a mom, a parent, a spouse, a dog mom, right? I have a responsibility to my spouse, to my family, to my dog, because she's like my child. But I still have to take those moments in my day where I am doing everything I'm doing for me, for Nikki, for the unicorn that's deep down inside, that's ready to, come out. Because if I keep pushing crap on top of everything that I am in my soul, you aren't getting the real me. And that's a disservice to the universe. That's a disservice to everybody who follows you. That's a disservice to everybody who loves you. You have to fill yourself up first. So that's a huge, huge lesson. And that's been one of the things that I've been really, really focused on, especially when helping my clients and helping the people that I help inside of my groups. Because a lot of times I find that people have put themselves on the back burner for so long, they don't know how to take that 30 minutes every day and do a simple workout. It's not about the workout. Can I tell you that? It is not about moving your ass. It is not about moving a weight up and down like this or running back and forth or whatever it is you think I do in my workouts. Absolutely not. Has nothing to do with that. What it has to do with is all up here. There was a time in my life where doing a workout was the last thing I would have been able to physically do. So yes, I will gladly go do a workout every single day for the rest of my life as long as my body allows me to, because it is doing a disservice to my soul, knowing that I have rheumatoid arthritis, knowing that it's something that I really, really battled. It would not be fair to the person I was when I was struggling so hard to even make it through the night sleeping. Like, I couldn't even sleep in the bed. That's how much pain I had. I had to be rubbed down with all kinds of ointments that were supposed to help joint pain. They didn't touch it. They didn't help at all. We wasted so much money on crap that didn't work, right? Just wanting to find relief. Always waking up in tears. Not sure how I would make it through my physical day at work. So yeah, I'm going to go push play and I'm going to talk about it because that girl that I was back in 2010, 2011, when the RA was the worst, she deserves to have me do that. She deserves to have me have the sweaty selfie, sharing it on Facebook or sharing it on Instagram or talking about it in a live video, sharing it with people. This is why I'm passionate about it. There are people that can't do what you can do. So you have to share it, but you have to come from a positive place of love. And you have to start that internally. It is all in here. Everybody is a unicorn. Everybody. But they choose to be a horse because they are too afraid of shining as bright as they know they can. Absolutely the truth. If you actually think about your potential and what you could accomplish in this life, understand it is so much more than we actually are accomplishing. So much more. There is so much more information to give. There is so much more, maybe you're really good at telling funny jokes, or maybe you have a really big heart for just comforting people who are in pain. There are so many different avenues of ways to make a mark in this world. And you have to really understand that sometimes it's not the way that we think. And it sometimes doesn't always come across as convenient in our life. If you would have told me, as that scared girl who couldn't sleep, who was a pastry chef at the time, who was decorating cakes commercially, that I would have gone back to school, become an early childhood educator, worked with kids, worked with families, I would have been like, yeah, right, like you're crazy. That's not going to happen in my life. But it did. It's happened. Now, if you would have told me this is the truth. I was anti any kind of physical movement. I hated working out. I hated getting sweaty. It was uncomfortable and I did not like being uncomfortable. And it was easier to take the pain of being heavy, overweight, obese than to move my body and try to get healthier. It was easier to suffer through the pain of the intense, crazy rheumatoid arthritis when it first was diagnosed, then to switch my diet and see what food could do to heal my body. Okay? This has been a journey. This is a progress story. This is not something that I did yesterday. I didn't wake up yesterday and decide, I'm going to be medication free and I'm perfect. No, this has been so much trial and error, so much being a horse, growing into a unicorn and then going back into my horse shell and then coming back out as a unicorn. So much transformation. And it is not just 303 pounds to where I am now. It has nothing to do with that. It is so much up here. It is so much in my soul. And that's what I want to inspire in other people. Those are the people I want to find. Those are the people that I know will be life changers. Those are the people that are going to create something so magical for themselves first, their family next, and the world, that's where I want to be inspired. That's where I want to play. Those are the people that are my people. Those are my unicorns. So I want you to really, really leave this video understanding that the potential is in you. You own power that you're not using. And if you are using it, continue. If it seems like it's so shaky and you just don't know if you can do it, don't stop. That's my advice to you. Do not stop. Never stop. Continue, continue, continue. Till you get to that place where it's like, whoa, what happened? Who am I? And what about that girl that I used to be? I look back at those pictures now and I think that is not ever how I wanted to live. I don't know where I got lost and like why it was okay to be that way, right? If you're feeling that right now, like you've lost who you are, who you know you truly are, and you don't know even the person when you look in the mirror who you are, it's time. It's time to grab that inner unicorn and make a change. And it starts by talking to yourself differently. That is it. That is how simple it is. And if you're shy about it, you feel weird about it, that's good. You need to get uncomfortable with it because that is where growth happens. The more uncomfortable you feel, the more growth is occurring. Okay? So I want to know, are you a unicorn or are you a horse? Are you going to spend the rest of your night scrolling through your Facebook, watching your Netflix show? Or are you going to try to see what you can do today to change your world? How are you talking to yourself? What is it that you can change right now? And it doesn't have to be big. I'm not saying you need to go eat a salad if you just, no. Don't worry about the specifics. Make one small shift. And each time you do that, it starts to grow. And the more it grows, the more you do come into the person you know you are, the person you want to be, and you shine like the unicorn that you are. So, that is my message to you today. My whole entire being today is really, really focused on being a unicorn. Because 108 weeks ago, I felt a freedom I had not felt in a lot of years. And it is a disservice to every single person who will ever watch this to keep it quiet. And to just, oh, no, nobody cares about that. Nobody thinks that's a big deal. It is a big deal. And it deserves to have recognition. 108 weeks is a long time. And I will continue every Tuesday to share about it. But it is so much more than that. It is so much bigger than just me. This is about you growing your confidence, filling your own cup, and stepping into the being that you really want to be. So go be a unicorn. Okay, I'm going to let you go. Have a fantastic night. If you watched, comment on here so I know who you are. Share, love, whatever. And I will talk with you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.